are some self-declared purists of natural beekeeping who claim that keeping the bees in real tree logs rather than in man-made beehives is the only way to practice natural beekeeping. Well, instead of adopting this off-the-wall one-liner definition of natural beekeeping, we'll go with the modern Bible on natural beekeeping, Keeping Bees with a Smile by Lazutin, and discuss three main practices of natural beekeeping. So there are three main pillars of natural beekeeping. Pillar number one, the cornerstone of natural beekeeping, is having the right natural habitat. Keeping Bees with a Smile states that the right natural habitat is the most important factor for successful natural beekeeping. It means having clean, unpolluted land and water, forests and meadows, far from agrochemical pollutants. The habitat that would provide the bees with rich spring-to-fall nectar and pollen resources. Each bee colony would need at least 1 acre of such unpolluted natural habitat for foraging nectar and pollen. Even a weak bee colony, regardless of hive design, can prosper in the right natural habitat, while the strongest bees would still fail in a nectar-pollen-poor region. If any prehistoric tree log beehive happens to be located outside the right natural habitat, such as anywhere close to conventional agricultural fields with their modern agrochemicals, such beekeeping quickly becomes very unnatural. Agrochemicals are often applied to conventional agriculture fields by workers wearing hazmat suits and masks because these chemicals are dangerous not only to bugs. Conventional beekeeping close to agricultural fields and agrochemicals lowers the bees' immunity, increases the bees' susceptibility to diseases and parasites, and results in honey inundated with agrochemicals. Multiple studies are cited at forestbeehive.com. It is exactly the pillar number one, the right natural habitat, that is essential for natural beekeepers to successfully use the rest of the established practices of natural beekeeping, such as the remaining two main pillars of natural beekeeping. Pillar number two, never feed sugar to bees. Sugar only contains carbs. In addition to carbs, bees need vitamins and micronutrients from nectar, honey, and pollen. Natural beekeepers make sure to never take too much honey from the bees. They never exchange honey for sugar, and they always save extra honey to feed the bees if necessary. To stop sugar feeding, natural beekeepers absolutely need to have in place pillar number one, the right natural habitat. Pillar number three of natural beekeeping, never medicate the bees. Natural beekeepers never use any chemical or acid or oil treatments, no antibiotics, no fungicides, no acids. Strong, locally adapted survivor bee colonies have already learned on their own how to naturally coexist with parasites such as varroa mites and survive and prosper without human intervention. Quoting Keeping Bees with a Smile, strong bee colonies would give offspring that are likely to be disease-resistant. Conversely, treatments create all of the conditions for negative selection, the weak propagating the weak. Medicating the bees is problematic in the long term, as mites and similar parasites will eventually build up resistance to any new treatments, while the medicated and overly coddled bees would only learn to rely on constant human intervention and would thereby be denied their primary defense mechanism of natural selection. Natural beekeepers can implement pillar number three only if both pillar number one, the right habitat, and pillar number two, no sugar feeding, are already in place. For more information on natural beekeeping, see forestbeehive.com. And if you like this type of content, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.